All right. Hopefully, anyone who wants to can hear me now. Didn't realize the virtual mic was not on. I am hopping into a chat. So, this week we have two events. Awesome, Scorp. Thank you. We've got two events starting this coming week. The first one is Stefan Pinkney's Battlegrounds, which is Wave 1. Let me pull up the Smash GG pages. So Alpha S. Battlegrounds for Retro. So we got 23 people entered in. The format is what? Wave 1. Oh. Okay. Oh no, that's just the official tournament rules. Where Stefan's got I kind of hate Smash.gg because if I go to home, I want to see up front, like, here are the format rules. Where I know I've registered for this. Like, here's me, right here. So where is Scorp? Do you know where to find the actual format? Because it's essentially Wave 1, but there's some additional battle cards that are allowed, right? I gotta figure that out. And then the March Open starts up pretty soon as well. That's the 11th, so we've got about a week for... no, Thursday to figure out a list for that. So that's my goal in testing, is to figure out what I want to be doing. I've got a couple lists in Octagon that I wanted to play before I put them in physical card format for the ATP3 constructed event. And it's been exciting. I'm glad events are still going strong. So if anyone's curious about playing, I've had a room open for a little while now. I think I was originally intending to start the live stream like earlier today, but no one was available to play until Henry hit me up and said that, yeah, he's down to play. So let's see. In terms of what... No, I'm not... Yeah, there's nothing in this deck. Scorp, what are you playing lately? I've got a couple lists here that the two big ones I want to check out are Wreckers. I've got a Wreckers list, very aggro, but it's an excuse for me to play Sergeant Cup, which I'm excited for, and the new Wheeljack. And then the other thing I want to try and play, it's essentially, I've got, oh shit, I gotta make sure I can count. So that's, oh yeah, Wave 1 and 8. Yeah, if you want to play a game, hop in. Henry said he'd be on, but he hasn't hopped in yet. If you want me to run Menasor, I'd be down for that. So I'll tell you how to beat Menasor. Like, Menasor always wants to do the same thing, so it's pretty easy to plan around him. Oh, there's Henry. Okay. Hey, what's up? It's Scorp was talking about... I'll close the list then. Talking about Menasor, and I think Menasor is a very strong deck list, but we were talking about this the other day where it's pretty easy to... Not easy. It's... You know what you need to do to beat Menasor, which is try and steal 2 flips from him.
Yeah.
And like sometimes Menasor whiffs, and then sometimes like if you have characters like Rally B or what's the battle card? Supporting
Yes,
fire?
cornered.
Cornered,
supporting fire.
Cornered and supporting fire. Like, I think those are, if you're expecting combiners in your event or whatever you're playing against, those are easy sideboard options.
I sideboarded Windblade in the last tournament, hoping that would work. But
how did that go?
because the ATP Minotaur combines at the end of turn. It then untaps, and you only get one attack. So you never get the two people going in with PS6 big
Yeah.
attack moment. So which would have been enough. Like each game would be like, I could just get from 35 to 40. It would have worked, but I could never get it lined up for both of them to go in. So I'd have like her and Tailwind and be like, this is a decent smash attack,
Yeah,
and
there's
then I'd be like, it would fail.
if people want to see like where beating Minosaur, the Iacon online event Rally B list stomps Menosaur. Like that, Stefan put that list together. I'm sharing it on the screen. Stefan put this list together expecting to see a lot of Menosaurs in the event, and he did. And it runs the train on Menosaur. All right, Henry. Do you just want to do some random wave 3 stuff? I've got
That would be good. I've got a silly one first, so it may not be more than one game before we go. Yeah, that was silly.
Okay, let me pull out my silly list, which I don't know. Silly is a weird term for it. But here is Overlord in a list that I think he doesn't want to be, and I think he wants to be more blue than aggro, but we'll see how this works. Okay, so we're running. Okay, so Lord Megatron, yep, with the strat. Okay, and not tank, base. So you really only have one tank. So has sturdy and brave. Okay, so you're protecting Lord Megatron to try and just pop my guys. Okay.
But also, the base is making you scrap cards from your deck, so each attack you're helping out on the Megatron side.
Yeah. Scorp says they missed the game. Scorp, so I know with Henry's schedule, he generally hops on around like 2 or 3 p.m. on Sundays, but I'm free before then. So if you want to play games, like hit me up like noon, and I'm down to just stream until, for however long. All right, you got a 17. I got a 12.
That was awesome. I will go first. It's a very intriguing set. Let's see. I'm going to flip Mr. Megs, and then I think I'm going to be sending Megatron into someone, which will have to be Overlord. I want that Brave to kick in later.
Yep.
So we'll send Meg in. Hitting for a massive 4 PS1.
I guess I should draw, shouldn't I? Taking that 1. And focus fire, I want you. I really want you. I think I drop... what am I? I'm all ranged here, aren't I? So I drop the wedge formation for you. Okay. Draw for turn. I get to swing someone into Megatron, and Megatron is blocking. So you're... What did you flip? Your plan's bluish. Yeah. So I think Night Flight definitely goes, and then I try my best to beat up on Omega Supreme base. So right now, Megatron doesn't have an armor on him, which is good.
Right.
I think I'll supercharge while I can here. Flip Overlord. It doesn't super matter because he's not attacking this turn. But I will flip him, yeah. And then go Night Flight into Megs. And I've got bold 3. Night Flight is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 2, 10 into Megatron.
Defending 4.
And what would I like to pick up? I think I want to pick up that Focus Fire.
Although frustratingly, you got 2 in there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I do have 2. Damn it. Okay, That changes things. I guess that means I'm gonna drop a focus fire for the
For a backup
backup
beam.
beam. Yeah. I was like, oh, 2 focus fires. Damn it. All right. Your turn.
Okay. Let's see.
Are you playing in Stefan's event?
I I am if I pay any attention to a deck.
Yeah.
It's fun looking at the mental approach to decks now that I suspect are very different to then. Because I'm like, okay, I need lots of disruption. Um, so you're putting OPBL and all the disruption cards, and then thinking maybe I don't need to actually knock things off people that much. It's going to be lots of grenade launchers.
Yeah, like what are you gonna knock off? Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, there's grenade launcher, there's static laser of Ironhide. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you scrap free.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay.
And then I'll give Megatron the Aura of Dominance.
Yep.
So you scrap one from your hand.
1 from my hand. Then I choose one of my upgrades and scrap it. I don't have an upgrade.
Yeah.
I guess I scrap the wedge.
Okay. And then I do nothing to you. I'm going to do 0 PS something. 0 PS1. Woo.
Wow. Okay. I was like, well, yeah, normally I'm expecting these little guys to get popped, but not in this particular case. Do I want Espionage or Wedge? What I really want to do is get rid of that Aura of Dominance. So I will drop. I won't pick anything up. Draw for turn. Okay, so I will be attacking with both my guys now. When Overlord attacks, I get to do the Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend thing with any star cards, with one of his star cards that he flips, if that happens. So, what do we want to do? We want to bold and tough. I guess if it's already on you, I don't care because I'm not attacking into Megatron anyway, am I?
Exactly. Yeah, you're into base until you kill him.
And he's got a lot of health. I don't think I'm worried about pinging him at this moment. So let's go. We'll put the backup beam on. Actually, we want to put it on Overlord because I want to get a star card. And then we'll go first Overlord into Omega Supreme base. My attack is just 5, but I do have bold 3. Yeah, that's native. And I get focus 1. So let's peek. Oh, okay. Convenient. Leave it on top.
Which star card is it?
All right. So I've got 5. I'm attacking with 10. And then I've got Bullseye Aegis that I can play. Brave and Bold 1. Yeah, I guess I'll put that on Night Flight.
Okay.
And it has 10 into base.
And you take 2 damage.
Yep.
And scrap. And you scrap the top 2 cards. So hang on a sec. When you scrap, you actually should have scrapped that first Aegis and the next one.
When this defend, okay, so it would have been focus, leave that on top, but then it gets scrapped, and then I'd flip 2 more as a result of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have this Aegis to play. The math works out the same. It's still 10 attack.
Okay, and he's still defending for only 2 minus 1, so 8 minus 1, 7. Is 30.
Oh, and now, well, that's fine. That's upside down. Reprocess. Do I want you? No, I think I leave it. Then Tailwind goes in, and again, I will ping Tailwind for 2. Scrap 2.
Yep.
1, 2. And just flip 2 here. That's not bad. 3, 5, 6. Can I do math? 7.
Yeah. And defending for 3 and taking 1 less, that takes 3.
And what do I want to pick up? I guess I'm not going to pick anything up. All right. Untap all. Your turn. So you flip Megatron. And what does he do? He deals 15. He gets to OA someone?
No, he does damage based on his attack. And
Okay.
you choose it as well. So I've got to really try and get a weapon on him, which I think the obvious scoundrels have not been showing up, and neither has much else. Let's see, I can do that. You are 8 cards in deck. So you're going to defend and burn 2 to 4. You're going to draw 1.
I'm going to scrap the Aegis and bring it back just so it's not upside down.
Yeah.
There we go. That was bugging the shit out of me.
So you're going to attack, probably with Night Flight if he lives. Assuming I go for Night Flight.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, Night Flight is healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can, it sounds like you don't have like an Energon X or something. Otherwise, like I don't think you'd be worried.
No, they are hiding. It's the question of whether I want to drop damage on someone. So I can scouting mission to draw a couple of cards, or I can escape route to flip Megatron. Is my balance at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Flipping Megatron will knock 3 off your getting down to 5, but I probably don't actually get the damage on my turn, which is probably good. So I think a scouting mission. I think I have to assume that you've got a way to pop the base. So I pop on a Megatron, draw 2. There we go. There's the Energon. So we'll play that. And I think I don't flip. So I will send Megatron into Night Flight. I've got a bold 1 out of his utility. So he's going in for 7, 8, PS5.
Oh, the 8 gets it. I'm only defending for 1, so you do pop Night Flight.
I was lucky. Very lucky.
And I mean, my
You needed a green to.
Yeah, I needed
to
a
not be
green,
bugged.
and I guess you needed an orange, which you got.
Yeah.
I don't know how mixed your list is, but it seems like it still slants blue.
Oh, it's very black.
Yeah. All right.
It's orange from the perspective of that card is nice, as opposed to there's a few useful oranges.
I think so. If I transform Tailwind, it's actually worse, I think, than just leaving him in this mode to get greens. Draw a card. Okay. So I'm gonna flip 5 here because I've got bold 3 on Overlord if I attack. And right now I'd have to damage a character for 7. What do we do? I think I play the Sturdy Javelin here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I scrapping this.
Okay, so you get 2 weapons.
No, I was like,
and then put the axe underneath.
Yes, and then yeah, and I might. So I won't have the bold, which means you'll actually wait. Shit, do I do that?
You want that one back?
No, I think I do it because I'll kill a Mega Supreme and then I'll send Tailwind into Megatron, and I think I'm okay with that. All right, do I flip Overlord? I guess he's got +1 now, which is nice. No, I won't flip him. Okay, so Overlord has to go to Megatron. chuck the javelin at Omega Supreme base.
Okay.
And then I still get focus 1, bold 1. I'm not attacking the base, so
So the base has sturdy, by the way.
Oh, shit. It does have sturdy. That's what I forgot about.
I thought I'd let you walk into that one.
Yeah, no, I totally forgot about that. Focus 1, let's peek. Leave it. Flip 3. I'm going 9 into Megatron.
Okay, defending for
Oof,
5, taking 4.
So now I totally misplayed because now you have the opportunity to put...
Yeah, I've been misplaying Bow before me. It does. I've been remembering the weapon, but when I flip to bot mode, I should be making everyone scrap 3 as well. So there's a few scraps that I missed in this one.
Oh, so it might have happened a couple turns over. Okay.
It would have been 3, so I think it would have happened just then, right? Because you still got 2 in hand. So what I need to do is...
Do you want me to scrap... Because you flipped on the last turn, do you want me to scrap 3 or just...
Nah, yeah. It was early on, but... I don't have a weapon. Well, I guess I could. I do have a shoulder holster to try and play and see if I get really lucky on the weapon. Okay, so what? Well, I guess it's your call actually. I think it's in my advantage that I didn't do it early on with the way the game's gone. So you would be doing 4 damage now.
I'm fine not worrying about it. Like, you can get your trigger because, like, this is an interesting idea. I'm down to go to a game 2 after this anyway. See, now that we know how they're supposed to work.
Let's see. What do I want? I want that. I think I'm going to go Spine Gear on Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
Play a secret. And then we're going to send in the always disappointing Omega Supreme. You get 0 PS1 again.
But I do reshuffle.
Yep. So you pop 4 on somebody.
I guess I still have focus on defense. I will scrap it and then flip 2. Hey, there's a defense. Okay, put 4. I guess put it on Tailwind, since he does still have stealth. And did you have any actual attack? No?
No. I think Omega Supreme base is hoping to get both an orange and a black pip. And the odds of that are low.
All right. Let's see. Draw for turn. That'll work. Omega Supreme does have Brave, so that sucks. I've gotta deal with. I will play an Aura of Dominance of my own.
Okay.
Overlord has 14 stars, so scrap a card from your hand, and then you can pick one of them upgrades on Megatron to scrap.
I will scrap. I'm going to scrap the Aura.
Yep.
And from hand, I'm going to scrap Escape Route.
Yep. And then I'll go Tailwind into base. So ping.
Sounds great.
Oh, shit.
KO for 2.
I can't. Yeah, I have to, don't I? So he just dies. Damn it.
Yeah. And scrap 2 off hand.
Not even thinking. Okay.
I didn't see that until you attacked. I was like, oh, hang on. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I'll get rid of this really stupid hit and run I played. For some reason I was planning to protect Megatron with it and use it a bit earlier.
I always feel the first time I play any deck list, I always feel like such a dummy because like every time it's like, oh right, if I can count and like put numbers together, obviously I wouldn't have done that.
This would have been much better.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to Escape Route Megatron.
Yep.
So you scrap 3. That was stupid.
2, 3.
Am I doing that next? I think I'm gonna. Okay, I'll change and do a shoulder holster on him. I will reveal the top card of the deck. Spine gear is in no way a weapon.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, how many weapons are you running in this list?
I don't think I'm running enough. I think I might just have scoundrels and Energon Axe. I didn't have the shoulder holster in there until like 5 minutes ago when I threw it in before we
Gotcha.
started. When I threw it in and thought, well, that's worth the fun. For some reason, I had Reclaim sitting there as well. I was obviously planning for some kind of shockwave deck in my head. So I played that, did that. I will do my flip back, and this time you scrap 3.
Yep. 1. Oh, did I scrap? Oh yeah, I did. It was a focus fire on top of focus fire, so I was like, did that actually? 2, 3. Was that a sturdy javelin on top of sturdy javelin? Yes, it was.
Wow. And then
yeah, Alucard.
Oh, I scrap 3 as well. Yep. 1, 2, 3. There goes the scoundrels.
These are new cards. So Henry is playing with the new stratagem from ATP Wave 3 for Siege 2 Omega Supreme. And then I am playing with Overlord. We're testing out. These are some initial just play testing of some deck lists that we think are fun. And I think so far both lists are fun. Like, I'm enjoying what Overlord's doing. I'm enjoying Omega Supreme base fucking with what I'm trying to do. Let me peek. Always forget the focus. Nope.
So he attacked the 0.
Do I want that wedge formation? What is that? That's really just a trade at this point. No, I'm gonna leave it. Discard. All right. Oh, Brian's on.
I really want the scoundrels. So what's the scoundrels worth? That is a 3. If I play that, then with Battle Before Me, that is a 3/1 item.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's value in the like bot mode ability at this point in the game, but because
I'm probably going to put him to ult and stick in ult.
Yeah,
because he's a rare better in ult guy.
But it is a weapon, and you've been having trouble with those, so pumping up Megatron's attack in general, I think, it has value.
My issue is I'm holding a Ghost Shield at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't think through that if I don't find the weapon from Solder Holster, and I knew there were a couple of scoundrels in there, then I'm giving up a Ghost Shield, which would drive my defense up. But at the same time, people like to bash armors, and so you really can't rely on armors staying around. Especially when I don't have any other armor in my hand. Okay, so I swapped that out for the scoundrels. Your turn.
All right. We're going to draw. We're gonna... Oh, okay. That's an easy decision. If I flip here... So right now, I've got 7 bold 1. If I flip, I get the opportunity to play a star card. I actually think I do flip. Okay.
So reveal top 5 and get a bolt of lightning or something.
Yeah, let me look at my scrap real quick. That's like a 1 in 5 chance. We'll put backup beam on Overlord. We'll flip him and hopefully we can get a bolt of lightning out. 1, 2.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you flip to this reveal top 5, okay.
4, 5. No star card. No star.
Lovely oranges, but no star.
So reveal. Put all cards with exactly revealed in your. Scrap the rest. Okay, so everything gets scrapped. Well, now you're much closer to getting Megatron spot mode ability off.
Yeah, I like that move.
And then
so
I don't
have
bold in this mode, so it's just bold 2. Ping 1,
2
2,
damage to you
scrap
first,
2, 1, 2.
Yeah, even with my shield, good to see again.
He's there. I'll call his grandparents and let him know that you're trying to call him. Maybe he doesn't have his iPad out and he can't see you. Okay.
All right, so it is 8 into Omega Supreme base. Hopefully you don't have 7 defense.
Yeah. Defense for 3, it takes 4. KO'd.
I just realized I'm muted. Sorry about that.
Oh no, what's up? How's it going? We're doing some
So
ATP3.
Yeah, I'm watching. I sorry, I was on the phone with son's friend and I wasn't muted. I'm mute now.
You don't have to mute yourself. Like, we're down to hang out. I think this is a pretty casual live stream that we do some days. I gotta get a new thumbnail because this is the second boozy brunch battle.
So you scrap 3.
Yep.
And then
Oh my god, you might do it.
I got the heroics resolve just a bit too late for Omega Supreme. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been infuriating.
Okay, so I've got a big hit here, and then you attack on me. No, hang on. You've got the bold 2, and you're currently 10 in hand. But I'm in the wrong mode now to do the damage. So I have to see if I can live the next one. So attacking in.
Yep.
So 6, 7, 8, 1 for battle for me. So he's hitting for 9.
Oh, 9, only blocking 3 of it, taking...
You have a tough 1 from the aura.
Tough 1 from... Oh, shit, I do. Oh, then I must have missed a bold from the last one also. So
Yeah.
that grenade launcher should be gone. And then flip 2 more. Okay. Yeah, still 3.
So 9 coming in.
Taking 6, putting me at 11. Okay. Wedge formation.
I gotta live through this.
What do I get rid of? I guess I don't care about your shoulder holster. So I think I am perfectly fine swapping a bashing shield for that reprocess. All right. Untap. Draw for turn. Flip Overlord. And here I just need to murder you. Bashing Shield to pop the sparring gear.
Yep.
Supercharge. Favorite combo.
+3 at the moment.
So my attack is 7, and I've got bold 1, 4. Bold 4 from my upgrades, and then what Overlord's got.
Flipping was totally a mistake on my part, wasn't it? I should have stayed in the other mode.
Bold 7. I've got bold 7. Yeah.
Because you still have the health though from Aura of Dominance, so I do 7 damage to you before you kill me, but it wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I would have lived by 1, wouldn't I? Or 2.
Yeah.
2.
Or 2.
Okay, so going in before you flip, I'm gonna flip my 9, and
Yep.
let's see if I actually get a star card in these.
Yeah, there's a bullseye in there. Other than that.
Screw that bullseye. Let's play the bolt of lightning. We found.
Oh, there's a bolt. I missed that. Excellent.
Okay, so ping you for 3, and then my attack is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, pierce 2.
Nice. I defend for a grand total of 6 and die.
I mean, that was for you. You were. I feel like
For a
you
silly
were
2
very
wide, it wasn't
humble.
horrible.
Yeah. You were pretty humble about your deck list earlier, but that Omega Supreme base definitely messed with me. Do you want to do again, or switch?
Yeah,
decks?
I can take it. Let's switch decks. I think this, like the 2 wide, it doesn't do a lot of damage, and I think it needs quite a big deck think to get it right. But I think it is I think it's an interesting sideboard for an Omega Supreme deck.
Yeah.
Right, you go classic.
Yeah, if you're flipping out of Omega Supreme for some reason, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of when you'd want. I guess if you're playing against a super bold deck.
If you're playing against like a real piercy deck, right? That's bad for Omega Supreme, or ones hits super hard.
Yeah.
And and if they're flipping a lot of cards, probably in that situation, I can see this as a decent sideboard option.
It's weird because like decent sideboard for a combiner has a very different meaning than other deck lists, because it's like Menasor essentially has, I don't think of a realistic sideboard for Menasor, but if there was a fun list like this that was, you know, surprisingly effective, like it's worth sideboarding, because what else are you going to do with it?
Can you sideboard
exactly.
Offroad with Menasor? Or does I think the language, like when you get a character from outside the game, I'm not sure you're allowed to get a character from your sideboard. So there might be some weird bit where you shouldn't actually have Offroad in your sideboard for Menasor, even though that might be useful against cars.
Yeah, I think.
Not if
Yeah, go ahead.
you can. I think if you don't have anybody else in the sideboard, you could have off-road in your sideboard, and the one you get from outside the game is a different one outside the game.
Language. Well, so I know there's the two ominous problem, right? Where you can end up with two ominous's on your team by playing Sky Shadow, someone with an ominous, and we don't like that. That's just, it's a bit horrid.
So the way,
but the rules for that
worded is it's a character that's not, it's a different Stunticon that's not on the battlefield. So I think you could have off-road, but then you wouldn't be allowed to bring off-road into the game. You'd have to bring, like, let's say you pulled Dragstrip out for some crazy reason for off-road, then Dragstrip would be the only legal option to bring into the game with Motormaster's ability.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking, though, because of the Dinobots ruling, that if you had, like, Wave 2 Dinobots, right? So if you have off-road in your sideboard, the one you're pulling in when you're playing is not the one in your sideboard. So if your declared sideboard character is off-road, theoretically you could swap him and Dragstrip or whoever.
Except that allows double ominous again. So basically you need tournament rules that say no double ominous. Because Sky Shadow Sync says when Sky Shadow is KO'd and you have ominous outside the game, and Motormaster Stunticon Dom says choose a different Stunticon you own from outside the game that isn't Motormaster. And then Dinobot, Grimlock says something differently. And effectively, I think the argument that was made for Sky Shadow Sync is it's different wording from, and you have ominous outside the game. And so the argument is if it's in your sideboard or if it's in your team, ominous is not outside the game. A different Sonic you own from outside the game that isn't Motormaster. Okay, it's probably fine. I think, you get to have two off-roads effectively in your battle space, for whatever word would involve deck plus sideboard. Cool.
Yeah, but then you couldn't combine. Because you couldn't combine, because you wouldn't. Dragstrip would be in your sideboard, but not on the battlefield or in the KO. So you would have to stay.
That was the worry, was that you wouldn't be allowed to actually pull off-road from your sideboard in, and you wouldn't be allowed to have two off-roads. But I think the language doesn't hit the Sky Shadow thing, which is nice. I think sideboard for Motormaster just has to be off-road, right? Like, for when you've got a card stack, it feels.
I've been playing around with some ideas. I feel like you could go with like a 12 or 15 or 14 and just use the two, either Motormaster and somebody, or just two bodies if you need to. Like, you go 3 wide and you're just old school 3 wide, where the two characters are just sort of there doing, maybe getting a little damage in, maybe just blocking.
Yeah, that was my thought with the partly Omegatrons, because Omegatron is an awesome name for a deck. So I felt I had to put Omega and Megatron together, because it's just, you can't not have a deck called Omegatron. And then I was like, if you've got Captain Omega Supreme, you're playing that deck, and you want someone on the bench, my thought was they can kind of play together. You've already got the strat for there, so you bring Megatron and his strat in. You're now 2 wide. It's not good against a 1 wide, but maybe against combiners, they burn cards quicker without those initial attacks.
Yeah,
it was a struggle. I'm not sure when.
I mean, the other thing is, it's like if you're siding in for a combiner, you're probably only doing it if you're really in a bad matchup, and you might as well have some Hail Mary option instead of zero option.
Well, I guess also you're messing with your opponent. You know, you play the first game, you know they're bringing cornered in, you know they're bringing in lots of weird stuff to mess with you. So you bring in Megatron, and you're like, I don't care. But that would be more in the Motor
Oh my
Master
god!
and
Accidentally,
Loss.
like if you're not paying attention, I would feel so bad if I corner Megatron. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck me. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Okay, what decks do we have then?
I
See if we
am
chose the same.
running. Yeah, I've got a Decepticon head. Oh, Wreckers and Wreckers. Okay.
Yep.
So we'll see how this goes.
I started with my my Autocon deck with Perceptor and Cup and Nightbird, and thought, let's give them the Wrecker cards. But it doesn't do an enormous amount for it, so I thought I'd just try a classic. Let's go proper Wreckers.
Let me grab this. All right, roll. Man,
I
these
will
die
go first
rolls
again.
are...
Those are fun cards. And this one is totally a TP3 battle card show-off deck. Like, so many of them seem to apply.
Oh, well, yeah, I think, well, that was right. I don't know how much people know behind the scenes about Wave 3, like how it originally started out with a very different, not different, but there was a different focus to it. And then through playtesting and stuff, things have changed around. But like, yeah, there's a lot of Wreckers support and then just like trait support in ATP3, which helps do, like, if you're playing Wreckers, you can do a very ATP3 show-off deck.
I gotta figure out how you play this. So Impact is interesting in that he can do 1 damage to your own team and 2 to an opponent. It can be a Canyon Crash in some cases, but also it can let you start with a damage. And if he flips, then a damage record gets bold 1. So he's quite nice on Wheeljack to set Wheeljack up for having a bold 3 off the bat. And then Impact 2 is more here for his traits and cannon, I think. So I'm going to try this out. I will begin the game and put a damage on Wheeljack. And then I am going to flip Impactor.
I realize I've got
40.
Yeah.
I actually hit 40 cards for this one. I'm usually bad at that. And then who do I want to attack on your side? Huffer has to be hit for 11 to pop him, which is a stretch here. There's your Wheeljack, and then there's Cup. Hitting Cup means I'm lining up some damage for your future, being able to mess with Crab and waste a turn for you as such, hopefully. I'm not going to take Huffer out in one go, so I think we'll go into Cup just to mess with you. So he's going into the bold 3 and a Pierce 1. So he attacks for 8.
Oh, I managed to block 3, taken 5. Nothing to pick up on my end.
Same. It worries me that you felt a blue was surprising there.
I mean, it's a pretty. I think I've got a pretty mixed list. We'll see. I don't remember this one. I mocked this up a little while ago and haven't really thought about it since. So I'm in the same position where I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm actually trying to do here.
Yeah.
So I don't think I flip Cup ever, really. Yeah, I don't flip Cup ever, which is nice.
He's opportunistic.
Yeah. Wheeljack does get his bold, just like your Wheeljack got his bold. But if I flip him... oh, yeah. Okay. Really? Oh, maybe that's a problem in my list. I don't really have anyone I want to... Oh,
well,
I guess I could do Huffer.
You've got the flip back for Wheeljack. So Wheeljack, you got the flip back, so you'd have to wait a turn so you can then get the leap into the leap of faith, effectively, or I guess the field communicator.
Yeah. Flip Huffer. Draw a card and scrap a card. Let's work on that hand.
You guys playing on Archon?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Where I'm live streaming if you're trying to watch. This
on
is
your
all
channel on Twitch?
ATP3 stuff. Yeah, on Twitch, YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah, either place.
Yeah, I'm following you here. I'm looking at it now. Cool.
Okay. I think I just want to crack back you as hard as possible. So I don't have a way to ping my guys right now. So if I switch, instead I can't because I already did that. But if I flip to this mode, I may scrap a blue card from your hand. If I do, scrap an enemy upgrade. Got it. I think we just slap you back. We'll scrap that card. That probably doesn't need to be in deck. I think I easily found the 3 cards that dropped me down to 40. Put the fusion borer on Wheeljack. And then go Wheeljack into Wheeljack here. Bold 2. Oh, maybe this is more blue than I thought it was. Okay, never mind.
There's a lot of pierce there. It's not bad.
So I'm swinging 7 pierce. I am not a specialist. Am I a specialist? Oh, I am a specialist.
Yeah, I think it's 7 pierce 7.
7 pierce 6.
Oh yeah, I knew the one there. I defend for 2.
And Spymaster's Ruse? I don't think I want you. All right.
Drawing for turn. So what does that look like? Just peeking. Okay, yes, build 1 tough one in that mode. I'll flip Impactor.
Yep.
Then I will hunker down.
Oh, yeah.
And we will Ghost Shield this Impactor.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I will flip him first. Switch mode on him, bold 1, and switch mode on him.
Yep.
Then I will Harpoon Gun Impactor.
Oh, yeah.
I only had 1 armor in my scrap, unfortunately. And then we will send this in. Oh, I haven't actually flipped for this turn.
Yeah, so baseline, he's got bold 3, pierce 1, and 6 attack? No, 7 attack. Is that right?
6 pierce 1. Yes, at the moment he's got 4. He's getting 3 out of that, so he's 7 base. And he's running currently bold 3 due to the other Impactor.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to come into Wheeljack, but I'm going to switch modes on Wheeljack for my default.
Didn't you flip Impactor before?
You're right. Sorry, I flipped Impactor to get me the double flip, didn't I, for my bold 1? Okay, so that's where we are. Weapon played, action played, lots of flips. And I will send Impactor into Wheeljack.
Yep.
So I got the bold 3 going on.
Yep.
That is 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, I'm blocking 4, taking 7.
Okay. And I'll let the bashing go.
Yep.
And there you go.
All right. What do we got? Oh. Could flip Huffer. And so Huffer's swinging 4 into Wheeljack, and you're pretty orange. That's a big ask to actually get a kill. We'll play the Bullseye Aegis on Huffer.
Okay.
And we'll just swing him into Wheeljack here. I am ranged, so that is 5 pierce 1. Oh, why
Two,
is
three.
that there? Okay. Clearly that's not
Gonna
right.
flip another one.
Yeah, let's just drop that out.
And then you've a bold one from the Aegis.
Oh, right, that's the white pip. Okay.
Okay.
So 6 Pierce 1.
Okay, and I flip a 2, so take 4.
And hold the line. Your guys aren't small. I don't think that does me any good.
You draw a turn. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think this, like, right now, feeling through my deck list, I think it's kind of a mess. The Overlord, I actually, like, that felt pretty good. This one, I'm struggling to think, like, what my intention is here. I don't remember. This is what happens on Boozy Brunch.
So do I want to do 1 damage to Impactor yet? Just to do it to Captain Impactor, and then flip this Impactor to give him bold 1. It keeps his defense, but he's not getting hit next anyway. Cut's killing Wheeljack. Yeah, the do 1 damage isn't interesting. It's probably not time yet.
Maybe Wheeljack's definitely the... It feels like Wheeljack's the wrong partner to play with Cup. Impactor, I don't know how I missed the new Impactor, but he seems like he naturally sits in with Cup. Like, it's like, do a damage to your guy. It also is a +1. And then you get to do 2 damage to someone.
So I will do Valiant Effort on Captain Impactor. So I did 1 to Impactor off his start turn, flipped Impact, Captain Impactor, play Valiant Effort on him, and I will do 1 to an enemy. I'll drop 1 damage on Wheeljack.
Doesn't
Your Wheeljack.
Wheeljack need to have 10 damage on him to do it? Or am I looking at the wrong
this is
version
from
of the card?
this is from Valiant Effort.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then I will send Captain Impactor in where he has to hit.
Yep.
Where they bold. I'm going to get the 1 extra. So that is 4, 7, 10.
10 blocking 2 becomes 8. No, blocking 3 becomes 7 with sturdy at 6.
Okay. And then you're up.
Draw. Ugh. So Cup's going in, and Cup's killing Wheeljack. What was... I guess I missed... What was the point of pinging Impactor?
I want him to be damaged so I can flip him.
What's his other side do? Just so I know.
Damaged wreckers get bold 1 and PS1.
Gotcha.
So I figured I'd get him lined up, and then I'll damage probably Captain Impactor next turn, so that at least both of them are suited up, and I can flip Impactor. Because having Wheeljack live is no longer an option, right? I didn't protect him early on. I wanted that extra bold from him.
Yeah, I don't think Wheeljack's living. Cup. Well, I take that back. If only I had a way to damage Cup, which I don't. I think that means I'm going to play Brass Knuckles on Cup, and then Master Metallicado him.
It's as if you want Wheeljack dead.
Yeah. Well, it's like I need to do something. It's, yeah. That's 4 plus 4 is 8, Pierce 2.
Okay, he fetched a 2 in KOs.
Nothing to pick up on my end.
Draw to turn.
I guess we basically trade Wheeljacks at this point.
Probably, yeah. I will... Do I want a damage on Impactor? Who is attacking this turn? We're going to drop a damage on Impactor just for the hell of it. Okay. And he has flip modes. You do stuff. did not need to do that damage if I was going to play that card.
Yeah, putting
Oh, well.
putting Impactor in for Wheeljack on my side seems like a very obvious swap.
So I want to go in big against someone ideally. Oh, I have to hit Alpha. Okay, so Alpha has to die. And that just means Captain Impactor having enough hit. Which is why this is going to suck. We will switch on Impactor.
Yep.
We are going to give an increased durability to Captain Impactor. We're going to drop the damage on him. So I did not need to do that early one.
Yep.
To get him +2. And then we'll send him into Huffer. He's got bold 2.
Yep.
For
Bold
that.
3, right? From the... Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, he's got his own +2. So he is an 8.
8, I'm blocking 3. 8 goes to 5, which becomes 4. Oh, I still die. I needed way more blues than that. Anything I want to pick up here? Pocket Processor. I really haven't had any cards in hand, I guess. Yeah, why not? All right, draw for turn.
I think playing Wheeljack with the Titan Master. I don't know if the head makes it harder to get Wheeljack into his Bumblebee Cliff Jumper.
Yeah, it just like this seems like just an incongruous lineup. I totally agree with you. I like Wheeljack. Like I don't give a shit about his bold because I'm playing blue pips anyway. I'm thinking back to when I first put this list together and thinking what my intention was and struggling to find it. I guess the flips, like if I wasn't doing the thing with Huffer to try and fish for a useful card, at this point I would have been able to ping Wheeljack and that would have been a +1, but that still doesn't seem great for expending 2 flips on my end just for that. I feel like a Pocket Processor down is worth more than the Brass Knuckles. And then I gotta get some damage in. So we'll steady shot Wheeljack and send him in.
Yep.
4-6. Oh, I don't know why I flipped the... Oh, no, I do have the bold. 4-8.
20 for 1, taking 7.
And nothing to pick up on my end.
Okay, drawing. That
Yeah, like I like your lineup and what you're doing with...
I have 3 useful actions in hand, and they're all not really useful. Like you're like, oh, those are all nice actions to have, and you look at the game state and like, but no,
not right now.
Let's see. So Impact is going into Wheeljack. He's going in fairly tough. I probably should have actually flipped Impactor, even though it loses an attack, because that way I can always just kill Wheeljack with 2, assuming I get him to 12.
Right.
So not doing the flip. So flipping Impactor for the bold 1 is probably bold. And that doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to send him into Wheeljack with a bold 2. So he attacks 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that's a dead Wheeljack.
Gotta be enough, yeah.
All right, draw for turn, draw for Pocket Processor. Do I have more attack on this side? I do at least have more attack on that side. Yeah, I guess I switch modes here. And I will belligerence and go Cup into Captain Impactor.
Okay.
For 5, Pierce 1.
Defending for 2, taking 3. Understand it. Oh, that's perfect. I think we will grenade launcher Captain Impactor.
Yep.
We will. So I'm hitting you for 8 plus a bit. I will probably just miss, but I'm likely to get 5 damage down. So having Impactor flipped should be pretty game ending. I think it's costing me a bit here. But
I think the
get
game's
nothing.
already over just because
Yeah.
there's no way for Cup to get across. Actually, Boom Headshot asks, "What are we thinking?" So yeah, we can talk through.
That's what I missed.
I think in terms of a wrecker list, like Henry's got a pretty cohesive idea here. I like the hunkered down with at least 2 tanks on the field. You sent in, we both sent in Wheeljack early, and I'm wondering to me that I sent my Wheeljack in early because I'm so used to playing Wave 1 Wheeljack. That's like, oh yeah, you send Wheeljack in because you've got a weapon in scrap and you fucking flip for $1 billion. But this Wheeljack doesn't really want to go in that early. Would you still send Wheeljack in early? Is he just kind of he's a 9-star wrecker? Is that kind of his place in your deck? Or is there something specific you're doing with him?
I sent him in early tactically. I think when I first goldfished this, I was sending in Captain Impactor early. But in this one, I was like, I can put a damage on Wheeljack, which gives him bold 1 when I flip Impactor. So I'm hitting Cup for bold 3. And my plan was to basically, like, I was assuming you weren't sending Wheeljack in. So I thought I would have the chance to hit Cup and pop your head at the wheel. So that's why I sent Wheeljack in, was basically to mess with your head.
Yeah, and I think it worked. I'm looking for some self-damage cards, which I basically didn't use Cup this game. But that's also probably my battle card list is not where it should be.
So that was 10.
Yeah, I'm blocking 4, taking 6, living at 1.
Okay, that gives me pretty much it.
Yeah, there's not a...
Well, yeah, whatever you do, Impactor, I immediately kill Cup at the beginning of the next turn, and then just send
Krebs
Impactor into the head.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm not drawing anything useful. Yeah, I think Boom Headshot. So my deck is more mixed than I remember, which makes Belligerence less useful because I've got like black and white pips there that aren't turning into anything. It's blue enough that like Wheeljack's Bold isn't giving me value. It's a bit of a mess. I'm thinking like if I bring Impactor in instead of Wheeljack because they're both 9 stars. That's an option. And so Cup is 7 stars. Huffer is 5 stars. That's 12. Plus 9 is 21. I shouldn't be using Kreb. I should get a different head. Yeah, I would ignore my side of the table for this match. But I think Henry's got something cooking here. And then earlier, the Overlord list I felt was an idea that was more fleshed out and that I'll be testing. This list, I think, doesn't go anywhere. I'll just go back to the drawing board. What are our wrecker options? I know we designed it purposefully that we can't really play a 3-wide wrecker team. But I'm trying to think of who else I think it's got to be Impactor. Cup and Impactor feel like they just go together. Oh yeah, Twin Twist. This was another one that we talked about for a while in ATP3 was either a new Twin Twist or a new Topspin to try and partner with the other one more effectively.
And Topspin is so useless. It's almost Topspin feels weak.
Yeah.
Compared to Twin Twist. Twin Twist actually feels like you want to flip him a lot, and you want to throw Stack Overflows. You want to throw showing offs in there for him.
Yeah, we had this idea of doing a like 6-star top spin that was not a Titan Master, that was just a bot. But there's an issue if you offer a really cheap wrecker like that right now. It might happen in the future still. Maybe not top spin specifically, but something. Yeah, wreckers are pretty pricey dudes in terms of star count.
Yeah, you can't do 3 wide wreckers at the moment.
And that was something for ATP3, that is something intentional.
I think Captain Impact is the closest you can get, because at least he's a leader, and is getting Harpoon Gun on him is not bad. And Matrix, so mine's actually a bluey orange deck, because I threw the Matrixes in, I threw rollouts in, I even have a couple of spotlights, I think. Maybe just the one spotlight, I forget how many are there. And so there's quite a lot of orange blue running around, and then I've got Hunker Down's giving me blue, and the other blue that was useful in here. Oh, I'm running Outflank from ATP 3, because do a damage to a character felt like a nice way to give a +2 to them, and if the specialist is around, I get to draw a card, so I can do that on Wheeljack. I just had him dead before I got there. So there's enough random little blues in here, and I'm even playing Crushing Treads because, Impact at 5 PS5 is not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I always dig when you share. Oh, yeah. I like doing that. I think that was like when we're talking about other playgroups also, like one of the biggest reasons why I have a lot of respect for the Bayformers effort is they have their public testing. And I think that is a strength that you need to have when you're designing a fan set. So like when we do our testing, like we have a large testing group outside of who on ATP is designing cards. And I know in the past I've shared like play testing, and I intend to keep doing that just because it's always good to hear early feedback. There were some ideas like the biggest one I remember, Henry, is just in wave 1. Our original idea was, okay, well, these cards need to be brought up to a certain power curve. The most efficient way to do that is a 0-star stratagem. But by us like sharing that idea publicly very early, like we got a lot of good feedback on how that wouldn't make a lot of people happy, which was valuable.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Armored Assault.
With Hunker Down, that's just, again, nice in here that I can...
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of cards that play nicely into this kind of...
Yeah, Ghost Shield and Armored
classic
Assault.
you want.
Yeah.
Who else do I have here from ATP3? It kind of felt like this is kind of a deck being played towards, right? The Harpoon Gun is nice. Never a dull. No, I've got Never a Dull Moment already showing. Outflank is there.
Yeah, we never did a stratagem for Captain Impactor, right? To make him a wrecker also.
To make him a wrecker. No.
Keep an eye out for ATP 7. I know there's a lot of people that like that we've been working on older card stratagems as well as new cards, and that's something that's been important to me. So don't, just because we've been doing new stuff, don't think that we're forgetting about making older cards relevant again. But so
one of those I've liked is how many old battle cards start coming up again is interesting and useful. Like, yes, there was making Stunticons and aerial bots of very desirable decks, but suddenly Cornered is a desirable sideboard, and I'd forgotten the damn card existed. I was leaving it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's always a great feeling. Or it's been good. So verdicts, because I gotta wrap things up and head off.
Okay.
Out of my two lists, I vastly prefer my Omega Supreme. I don't like, obviously Omega Supreme one game isn't enough to test, but it passes that initial like flow test. Whereas this one did not. I think, Henry, for you, both of your decks pass that kind of, does it groove? Does it, have a win condition that it's working towards, at least?
I think the Wreckers definitely. The Wreckers deck felt like, it was the intended deck. It felt very intentional in terms of how the characters were working together. So many of these ATP 3 cards I was throwing in, they felt valuable. I'm like, I'll put valiant effort on Captain Impactor this time. It worked very nicely with the doubles there. So I felt like this is a tune it, and it's quite happily tier 2, smash away, do happy stuff. The Megatron one felt like my deck wasn't right. The actual cards I was playing weren't particularly great. And it felt like it is a brilliant Captain Omega Supreme sideboard option that is not expected and is completely changing up the game. But I think to whoever was suggesting, I don't know when you'd want that sideboard, but I think it's so hard with combiners to come up with sideboards that actually feel like they are a real deck, that I like it for that.
It's the idea of sideboarding in a combiner list, I think, has never been. It's, I guess, Wave 2. Wave 2 had, you could take the aerial bots and you can side in Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend as the 3-wide. But that's the only real effective sideboard play I remember. I know I tried playing around with the same idea for Stunticons, and it just didn't work as well.
I think with Sky Shadow, I guess there's having a classic combiner and siding something into it. And so, with Sky Shadow, you don't change the deck, right? You have a Sky Shadow deck with someone or a Sky Shadow deck with someone else.
Yep.
And I was actually, let me just reset a moment. My other ATP one I was messing with was, Baby Sky Shadow, the Skytread side. Because I think one of the issues in ATP we have to keep an eye on always is a 4-wide 6-star deck becoming too painful.
Yeah.
And so there, I kind of like the idea of Ramjet coming in, because you can ditch the Skytreads, or you can ditch these. Because my idea was, if you flip these two, everyone now has +1 attack and +1 defense.
Yep.
And that's a lot of raw statage for 4-wide. So I'm intrigued by that as a deck notion.
Yeah, being able to flip Highbrow turn 1 to protect Sea Spray maybe, and then turn 2 flip Sea Spray, and now your guys are like, for a forward-wide deck, you've got 2 5 attackers, and everyone, I guess Sky Shadow Plane has 1 defense, but everyone else has 3 defense.
And I think you also my initial play was flip Sea Spray, send in Skytread Plane for the extra attack.
Yep, and you don't
assuming
care
I
about
want
him
Skytread killed, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then it's flip him, and then I pretty much don't flip again unless I need, Highbrow's an opportunistic flip for the scrapping of an upgrade, so returning an upgrade, and Sea Spray is sort of card rotation. Yeah, I get a free incoming transmission.
Yep. Oh, that seems like a fun idea. We'll have to, maybe next Sunday we can play that one.
And then I like the side notions, because now you've got, it gives you a lot of options, is what I kind of liked here as a notion. So I think 4 6-wide is risky.
Yeah.
But this is one where, with Skytread, the Duocon combiners, they're far more tactical, I think, for the swapping. Whereas, Tidal Wave isn't playable yet. Captain Omega Supreme, I think with his new strat on the ATP side, figuring out your sideboard is interesting there.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's been fun to get the cards out in public and start, playing around with them.
Yeah, definitely. And I like that it brings back, we're at the point now where older ATP cards, start showing up. So I'm putting these 4 together, and I'm like, I need a sideboard of some kind. What am I going to use? And I'm looking at 12 and 13 stars, and I'm like, hang on a second, Ramjet.
Yeah.
If he's the last person on the deck, he's kind of nice when you get to flip him. I was like, well, that's not too bad for his flip. he gets to suit up with something nice. So I'll throw in some big weapon. Like actually, I think I've got like a power sword hanging around for him to go in there with some general RNG PSC stuff.
I wonder.
And so I thought, well,
forget.
he's an interesting one to have.
Octone is 3 defense in all of his modes. Like, I'm just trying to think. Like, does he become
not
massive when he's buffed up with Sea Spray and Highbrow?
He was another one who looked nice.
Yeah.
We'll send the Octane in.
It's a bit late, but hello.
Oh, is someone on? I couldn't hear. Oh, hey, Scorp, what's up? But yeah, we were just chatting about stuff. I'm calling this a stream here because it's almost 4 o'clock for me. But
Sounds good.
hopefully we can do this again. And Scorp, what time zone are you in?
I am New Zealand time, so basically, if I wake up early enough, I can catch the stream.
Or
However,
okay,
if I go,
so
it's on a
thank you.
day ahead, so if I'm, because we're in lockdown, but if I have to go to work, I won't be around.
okay, so New Zealand. So if I start at like noon, is that midnight for you?
Give me a sec. Let me convert the time zone.
Because yeah, I know we've been trying to catch each other for a game for a little while now. Here, I'm gonna stream-wise, I'm gonna end it. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and we'll catch you all in a couple Sundays. I think every other Sunday is a good rhythm for this with my life schedule.